Hi, 2R. It's a big week this week. Research papers are due on Friday. Have them to me and Microsoft Daily by 11:59 Friday night. The only assignment that you have due besides a research paper is the second part of Section 2 over the chapter on World War II, course of World War II, and it's pretty much going to take you through the European theater, I think 1943, and then up to the end of the war in the Pacific in 1945. So you're going to read about D-Day, you'll read about the atomic bombs. Not a lot of detail on that. If you want details and statistics, I have those. D-Day is the invasion of Western Europe on June 6, 1944. Stalin had been pushing for an invasion of Western Europe since 1942. Churchill and Roosevelt decided instead to go to North Africa and then invade through what they called the soft underbelly of Europe to Italy. So they pushed into Italy in 43, took out Mussolini. He stays in the north as a puppet government leader in northern Italy, and then the invasion of West Europe is in 1944. That is the largest invasion in history. Again, if you're looking for stats on that, you can find it on a lot of different web pages. I would recommend Cornelius Ryan's The Longest Day. That's a great book about D-Day. And then Germany surrenders in May of 45, Battle of the Bulge in December of 44 through January of 45 is pretty much our last stand. And then Japan surrenders and actually signed surrender documents in September of 45 after the 2 atomic bombs are dropped. Truman gets word that the atomic bombs were tested and that they did what they were supposed to do while he's meeting at Potsdam in 1945. That's in July of 45, and then those 2 bombs are dropped on August 6th and 9th, 1945. We'll talk more about those in U.S. history next year. We will kind of analyze that decision. Truman never considered not using the atomic bombs. He said, they're a military weapon, I'm going to use them. In his mind, they saved lives. That's the argument I've always used. You guys wrote research papers on that a couple of years ago. And I've been reading stuff lately that almost caused me to second guess some things, but for now I'm still holding true to, yes, they saved lives, even though they caused a massive amount of destruction. All right, on my screen, I'm sharing just something that I put together for the research paper. Wanted to cover some basic things that are oftentimes messed up or there are errors made. This is just something, a couple of different quotes that I've got going here. This first one, writer Ryan Tubridy. This is from a book called JFK in Ireland. I put a quote. Since it's coming from a text, I've got the quote surrounded by quotation marks, end quotation marks, and then page number in parentheses followed by the period. The other one, historian Robert Dallek. This is from a web article. Since there is no page number associated with it, I just have the quote by itself and then the works cited down here. Okay, your papers are going to need to be typed in a Word doc, shared with me in Magistra Daily, 12-point font, Times New Roman, which I don't think it defaults to. Okay, so I'm going up here, and I'm finding Times New Roman, 12-point font. Okay, done. For double spacing, I'm going to go to this paragraph option over here. Line spacing down here, double, hit OK, boom. The other big issue that always happens is the works cited page. Works cited, the title is center aligned. Okay. To do that, you just click right here for center align, and then everything goes back to left align. It's alphabetical order. The hanging indent is always a problem. I'm highlighting what I have, the citations that I have here. This first one, Dallek, JFK's second term, that's a web source. Okay, use that OWL at Purdue guide that I have linked on the Teams page for how to cite things. If you just pay attention, you should be able to find what you need. The second one is a book, Tubridy, JFK in Ireland. For the hanging indent, again, I'm going to paragraph. There's this option down here under indentation for special. I'm going to hit hanging. And I'm going to hit OK. Boom. It's really as simple as that. Okay, I already had my citations typed in without the hanging indent. I then went and highlighted everything on there. Tuberty, that's a book, that's just one line, clearly no hanging indent on that. If you have questions about how to do this, please email me. Please watch this video, okay? It's not as hard as some of you make this out to be, but you do have to do some digging and some work. Let me know what you need. I look forward to meeting with you guys this week. The chat is just about papers and finals, so nothing to read for chat. Again, the main piece this week, besides that one assignment over the course of World War II, is the research paper. If you do not turn a research paper in, you are getting an incomplete for fourth quarter. And I'll talk about what that means in chat. And then next week we'll be into the Holocaust and the end of World War II, and our chat will be on some primary source readings on the Holocaust. Take care of yourselves. Let me know what questions you have. We'll talk to you soon.